Hey YouTube, my lovely handbag fanatics. So if you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're curious to know what I know about currently Louis Vuitton. And please excuse my filming situation. You should see what I'm filming on right now. It's like a joke because my camera's lighting isn't working. So, I've been getting a ton of questions. I wasn't going to make a video on this handbag, but I'm going to now because I've been getting a lot of questions on this handbag. But first, I wanted to talk about Louis Vuitton. So Louis Vuitton actually just had a price increase. Shocking. I know, we're all shocked. We are all shocked. And they've also changed the date codes that they put in their handbags and their items. So it is now electronic, meaning there's a little chip, like how your dog has a microchip. There's a chip somewhere in the handbag, and that you're able to scan at the store, and they'll tell you the date code and the authentication, like year production, all that jazz. So they can't like really fake handbags. And I really think a big part of this also is they don't want their handbags on Fashion File. They don't want their handbags on Poshmark. They want people to buy their handbags directly from the store. So without a date code, there's no way to really authenticate an item unless you have your hands on those devices, you know? Unless you're able to scan an item before... Oh, there was a bug in this room. It's a ladybug. Oh my god, I can't even edit because this is on my phone. Look. Ah! Oh, I hope I didn't scare her to death. Live. We're coming to you live. So what was I saying? So the handbags now, if you purchase an item from the Louis Vuitton store and there's no date code, that's their new policy, is that there's a chip inside the bag that gets scanned. Oh, and excuse my nails. I got my Chula nails off because they were really starting to hurt me, and I want to start taking care of them better. Whatever. Really off topic. So thought that was really interesting. So the next thing I want to talk about is, why are all their items always sold out online? And you keep reloading and you keep looking for these handbags from Louis Vuitton, and they're always sold out. And this, it's a lot to talk about here because I also was seeing that they're going to stop pre-orders because they can't keep up with the mass production. Because when they mass produce something like the Pochette Métis, their quality isn't good. So I'm starting to think that they're going the Hermes route, where items are going to be harder to get and they're going to be more exclusive, and they're just going to be even more expensive. They're going to keep rising their prices, and it's just the way they're not going to stop. It's almost like they can't get canceled because it's Louis Vuitton, and people are always going to continue to buy their items, and people are always going to want their item. There's always going to be a demand for their items, so they're going to keep rising their prices, and it's smart. You can't even hate on them. But the reason why I think they're going to be like Hermes is, okay, so the way I see it is, you used to be able to put your name on a list. You have to pay for the item, for an item that doesn't exist yet, and then you put your name on the list, and then when they finally make the item, they're going to ship it to you. And what happened was, with the Pochette Métis, is that there were so many people on this list, so many people that had already paid for the item, that they mass produced it and their quality failed. So along with Louis Vuitton not wanting you to buy them from them directly and not buying from Poshmark, buy it from them. And it's just, it's a lot to talk about, and I'll love to continue having this conversation. It could last forever. And I never have bullet points when I make my videos. I kind of just make my videos and what I'm talking about. But now to the handbag, because I'm already 5 minutes in and I don't want this to be a super long video. So I purchased, with my own adult money, the Flower Tote. Look at her. Absolutely stunning. Oh, that was another thing I was talking about, how the items are always sold out online. So there's a way around it, and I'm going to tell you now. This is my personal experience in purchasing this tote, because it's always sold out online. So what I did was I called Louis Vuitton, and I wanted to know, hey, like, when's the item going to be back on stock so I can purchase it from your website? And she said, we have one now. So I was like, wait, what? And at that moment, I didn't have the money. So I was like, okay, I'll call back, right? And then I called again, and I spoke to a different representative, and he's like, we don't have that bag. That bag is sold out. If you want, I can put your name on the list, pay for the item now, and then when it gets delivered, we'll update you and we'll send you an email. I was like, okay, let me just think about it, because for me, it's a lot of money. You know, it is a lot of money. It costs like $2,800 for this handbag. I know my brother watches my videos and he's gonna like judge me so hard, but don't judge me, Hugo, my brother. Anyways, so it's a lot of money for me to just be like, oh yeah, here's my money, and I don't even know when you're gonna have this purse. You know, like, what? I don't got it like that. So I was like, okay, I'll call you back. I called the next day. I spoke to someone else, and she sent me a link to purchase it, like, to my email. And meanwhile, online, it still says sold out. You can't get the item. But when you call someone, it all matters about who you talk to. Because this woman, or it could be the next day because it was the next day and they had one. I really don't know what their logic is and how this works, but my opinion on this is it all matters who you talk to. And even if you have a certain SA who's always been on your side or whatever, I would still call and get a different SA. You know, like, there's no loyalty there, because they think that you're going to only stick with them and you're going to wait for them to find the item, but honestly, like, it all depends on who you talk to, because in a moment they can have the handbag. So the way it works is it's sold out online, but then they send you an email a link to your email, and you click on that email and you're able to purchase it. And I did it like that. So I purchased it the 18th and I picked it up yesterday, the 22nd. So that's 4 days that it took in shipping, yada, 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 yada. So that's my little spiel of Louis Vuitton. I really think it's all about who you know, all about who you talk to, and their handbags are just getting pricier and pricier. So if you really want that handbag, I would say do it, because I've seen video. This is my first Louis Vuitton purchase ever. Well, not ever. I have the agenda, but like, handbag. This is my first Louis Vuitton purchase handbag ever, and when I look online, people have these handbags for 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And I remember somebody has said that they bought their Speedy for $300 and now it's $1,700. So if you try to go and sell that handbag online, I mean, I don't know how much use it has on it, and depending on it, but you could still make a profit. I mean, I don't plan on selling my handbag, but it's just one of those things, you know? Like, I think it's an investment, and if you have the money, do it. So I went with the Flower Tote. I really wish I could edit this video, that way I can show you the other ones that I wanted, but it is what it is. It has feet. The corners go indented like this. Kind of worried about it, kind of not. I'm gonna see how it goes. It does have a little lock. And I put the keys inside versus, you know how people have their tag outside? I put it inside of here. Because I always did find that kind of silly. Like, how are you going to have a lock and then the keys to the lock right there, right next to it? It's kind of like, all right, it's kind of no purpose. And this lock did remind me of Hermes like situation. It has the black leather, and this handbag also comes in a red leather. Again, this is called the Flower Tote by Louis Vuitton. It was, I think with taxes and everything, came out to like $2,800. And yeah, it has a zipper. So it has, this is the inside of it. It has one compartment here, and the inside is like suede. It has one compartment here and another there, and then in the middle it has the canvas leather zipper, which I need 2 hands to open. And then the inside, my handbag was actually made in France. The inside is suede. I'm just like, I know it's a materialistic item, but it's almost like, you know, when you're playing Super Nintendo and you're like on a game, you're playing a video game and you like level up. Well, this is my, I just ate a mushroom, y'all, and I leveled up. I leveled up. So, I mean, I don't plan on selling any of my any of these handbags. I did actually sell and get rid of a ton of my old handbags because I just want one or two, a few, for like, if I feel like this is too fancy to go out in, I'll use a different one. But I do plan on using the heck out of this bag and using it every day. Another thing I wanted to discuss was my planner. I want to do planner videos and what I do for this, but I just want to show you guys because there are so many planner videos on here and what they do. So I did get it, what's it called? Not mammogram, that's for your breast. Monogrammed? Well, I got it initialed. There are my 2 babies, Austin and Anthony. Gorgeous little kids. They look just like their mama. And I got these clips from Etsy. If you want me to, I will link them down below. This also from Etsy. Oh, those are my to-do list. How cute is she? Don't you look like me? She's like chunky. Oh, and another thing I'm doing is I'm enveloping. Like, I'm budgeting with my envelopes. So I have different categories and I keep it here. So it's like a cash flow system. So I can see exactly where my money goes, what's left over, yada, yada, yada. And I have more envelopes, but these are the ones that I take. A little coffee cup. And then like my I need paper without lines. I prefer papers without lines when I write and like I budget and do my list because it's just works for me. And this has been my wallet so far. I mean, sometimes I do feel kind of silly like taking it out. I will be honest with you. I was at the nail salon and like my nail lady kind of laughed at me. And I was like, taking it nails. I guess it's a little silly, but it works for me. And I want to actually see my money and see where it's going. You know, I got my handbag. I'm good for a little bit, and it is what it is. And 14 minutes in, I'm so sorry. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, oh wait, we're not even done talking about this handbag. So in it fits a laptop, like really, really easily. I don't know what this is. It's not an Air. It's not an Air. That's all I can tell you. It's not an Air. Yeah, I wanted to show you that it fits a laptop. And it's just so cute. Aren't the edges funny? If you guys have a handbag like this with the edges from Louis Vuitton with the canvas leather, let me know. Alright. So, another thing I wanted to compare it to was this MCM canvas They're canvas leather. Now, this is a newer version. They say that the older ones from like years ago is a lot thicker than the new one. But even the new one, let me see. No, actually. It's interesting because I felt my cousin's, she has a Neverfull. And hers is actually straight from Italy. And her canvas leather was so thin compared to my MCN. I remember it was like obviously thin. But compared, this is a new MCM. Compared to my agenda, my planner actually feels a little bit thicker. That's so interesting. I wonder what that means. It actually feels exactly the same to me. I thought MCM was a lot thicker, but now that I'm comparing the two in person, this is the same thickness, at least to me when I feel it. It is bumpier. You can see like it has like the stretch marks of the leather, and this one is so smooth. So smooth. So this is my Flower Tote. I'll do some measurements real quick before I leave. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Ugh, I really, really wish I had my camera working. Please hold. All right. All right, so one pointy corner to the other pointy corner is 13 inches. And then when it's not pointy, it's the same, 13 inches. That's weird because it looks, let me see here. Sorry, I'm placing it somewhere else. We're live, peeps. Oh, look, I'm looking at YouTube, people. We are live, peeps. All right, let me see. I don't want you to see my outfit. That's the problem. That's the problem because my pants are retarded. So it's 13 across, and the opening is 6 inches, and it's very, very light without the stuff in it. I want to say like it's about a pound. It has feet. It has these straps obviously for your arm. And then it also comes with a strap. It isn't crossbody strap, but it is this is on the longest length. And it is 13 inches. 13 inches. And here, and the detail of this bag is just like so gorgeous. It has, okay, it has the Louis Vuitton on here. On the zipper. It's just, you know, it's just a bougie. Oh, my you know what? I have to show you these sunglasses because I get compliments all the time. They're from this brand. And the reason why I like this brand is because their jewelry is so pretty. It's so pretty. So when I saw that they made sunglasses, I was like, oh my god. I need them. And one thing I will say about these sunglasses is that, I don't know, I've never experienced this before. I also never had like pretty expensive like name brand sunglasses. But when I look at my phone, there's like blue little waves of light. Not when I look at regular stuff, but when if I'm looking at the TV and I'm looking at my phone, it's like hard to see. I have to go like this to look at my phone. I have to take my sunglasses off. And with my cheap Amazon ones, I could look at my phone just fine. But how pretty is that detailing? I got these on Macy's. They're just really, really beautiful. Well, I think that's all, folks. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you liked what I talked about, please subscribe. And we can keep the conversation going about Louis Vuitton. And tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, girl. I'm so weird. I'm so weird. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone's staying safe. Oh my God, I just got over COVID. Doesn't that suck? Luckily for me, it wasn't that serious. I did just lose I felt terrible the first one day, I feel like. And then after that, I lost my taste.